Hey folks, this is Best in Slot. Welcome back to yet more behind the scenes filming looks for Jurassic World 4, i.e. Jurassic World Rebirth, as we're now going to tentatively call it. Before we dig into some pretty exciting stuff, it must be said, I want to give credit to this logo that you'll see on screen right now. This is by Andrew V_M. This logo has kind of started popping up all over the place for this film, but it is fan made, and the original creator deserves all the credit and all the love for this logo that the community's really taken to. So x.com/Andrew V_M, really talented logo and movie poster designer. Go give them some love. And in a similar vein, we're going to see 3 videos in today's video, and all of them come from Stevie C34711, who is currently in Malta and has been filming the filming of Jurassic World 4. So big shout out to them. All of today's videos comes from their Twitter account. So quick introduction, this was what Stevie said initially. Caught the first day of filming in Malta for Jurassic World Rebirth, a Fred. And we're going to take a look at 3 different videos. Here is number 1. So whilst you watch this is what Stevie said with this video. They said, after speaking with the guard on the front gate, we knew that Scarlett, i.e. Scarlett Johansson, was on site for filming this scene. The vessel looks to be military/mercenary, and the livery is very Jurassic. So as you can see from your screen right now, we're filming in one of the big 2 outdoor pools that Malta has. And you can see in the furthest pool there, we've got this large military style ship. It seems that Scarlett Johansson is probably on that ship, is filming at the moment on that ship. We're going to move forward to the next clip, which is a little bit more exciting. For this second clip, Stevie got a little bit closer, and I'm not going to spoil this one. Just listen and hear if you can hear what Gareth Edwards, the director of the film, says whilst on set.
Action, here he comes, and 3, 2, 1, boat tilts really far over to the side. There's a
So he preps the actors, he says action, and then it sounds like what he says is here he comes, or here it comes. It's here he, or here it. I heard here he, so did a lot of other people. And then the boat violently shakes in one direction, as though something large has collided with the lower side of the boat and knocked it violently. Something huge as well. This is a big, tough military vehicle, and it's been moved very dramatically to one side. So, something big is in the water. Now, we have been speculating for a long time that this film is going to be very water-based and that Spinosaurus might make a return, just because we've seen them filming in water many times. Now, they have been filming in water in the rivers and the lakes and stuff like that over in Thailand. It's worth noting that this is likely meant to be taking place in the open ocean, out at sea, rather than a river or a lake, just based on the size of the vessel, if nothing else. Could they move the Spinosaurus logically out into the ocean? Or instead, are we seeing the return of the Mosasaurus, or potentially even something else, some other large aquatic predator? Is Jurassic World Rebirth, how much do they want to be tied in to the previous films? Even cooler as a suggestion, could we even see a more modern aquatic version of the Spinosaurus bumping against the boat, one that would seemingly fit a little bit more into an oceanic environment with that large paddle tail? It's an interesting idea. Either way, there's something big in the water, and given we've seen all this InGen referencing, we've seen all the other water filming, I think we could see a Spinosaurid antagonist. We'll have to wait and see. But it would also make sense as something that could feasibly transition from a lake environment to a river environment to an oceanic environment. Maybe not right out into the middle of the ocean, but onto a coastline sort of area. I don't see why the Spinosaurus couldn't roam in those waters. We do have one more clip. The Malta Film Studios have 2 gigantic outdoor tanks, and what you're seeing here is the second one. And this is what Stevie said about this. The deep water tank is still being prepped, and there's a pleasure yacht style vessel with the same tilt mechanism on it being prepared next to it. Possibly the vessel that ends up stranding folks on the island. As you can see, very much not military. As Stevie says, it's a pleasure vessel. It's something you go out for. It's kind of like what the people from the start of the Lost World would have approached on that sort of style vessel. It's for slightly richer people, it's for tourists, all that kind of jazz. But they're building a tilt mechanism on this as well, and they're going to put it in the deep tank over here, suggesting again that there's going to be something large under the water, tilting the vehicle, maybe sending it over. Of course, we have also seen a military-style helicopter in previous behind-the-scenes leaks, so maybe what we're seeing here across these two different ships, and indeed the helicopter, is the split of the characters between the military people there to maybe do a rescue job, and the tourists who initially get stranded on the island environment that we think the film is going to be set in. Maybe from a holiday from Suriname they go, and they're holidaying in Suriname, which we know is part of where the film is set, and then they go on a jaunt to a nearby island. You know, it's like a day trip sort of thing, and then things go terribly wrong. Last thing I want to note, we are indeed filming in Malta, but I just want to stress, because I keep seeing people talk about this, they're filming in Malta because we've got these big, deep water tanks that are really good for filming. It's not because of Malta itself. I don't expect Malta to really feature in the film at all, if I had to guess. I don't think they're going to be filming in the city or using the Maltese architecture. I really think it is just about the water tanks. Either way, that is it for the 3 clips we've got. We've got a big military vehicle, we've got a small pleasure yacht style vehicle, we've got something very large bumping into the boat, we've got the oceanic filming. It's exciting times. I'm getting a little bit hyped, I'm not gonna lie. I love this kind of, the early days building up to a new film and stuff like that. It's the most exciting time for me. So shout out once more to StevieC34711 over on Twitter. You can go give them a follow, maybe they'll have more information in the coming days. And shout out once again to Andrew VM for the fantastic logo work as well. That's it from me. Let me know what you think down below. Are we going to see an oceanic predator Spinosaurus, maybe roaming the coastlines? Are we going to see the Mosasaurus back? Are we going to see something else entirely? Are we going to see some other large aquatic prehistoric creature? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and I'll see you lovely folks very, very soon. Thanks for joining me. Cheers much love as always. Bye-bye.